Okay, let's go.
Of course, we're going.
First of all, I'd like to tell you guys, it's been 5 years since you released your last album, and nowadays the world changes a lot faster than it used to, and the music industry does too. So, would you say that you are a different band in any way since you last released a new album?
Perhaps you didn't get the memo. We are a new band. A lot has changed in 5 years in the world and in our little world. We have done a lot of work in the last 5 years. We toured for Stadium Arcadium. We took a break. John Frusciante left the band.
That's a book.
It really is. That's an Italian book, which turned out to be a beautiful thing for everybody. Beautiful thing for John. Beautiful thing for us. A lot of relief, a lot of love, a lot of like, wow, we accomplished so much with him. We had such a wild journey with John, but it was time for a change. He courageously stepped up. He created the change. Opportunity. Hello, Josh Klinghoffer. New band. So, yes, a lot has changed, and I don't think we ever lost our drive or our passion for being in the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And with the addition of a new guy came new ideas and new everything, and we started from scratch. We wrote music, it sounded good, voila.
And let's see what you think about this, because I've just listened to the album once, and I believe that if you listen to the album without knowing that John's not in the band anymore, if you don't tell anyone, maybe a couple of them wouldn't notice. What would you say?
I think that's kind of cool, although really it's ginormously different. It's like, not to put ourselves on that level, because I don't think we're on that level, but it's like the difference between Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones. Really good bands, totally different sound. That's how I feel. This is a different bit of musical weaving that's taking place, and both incredibly skillful guys, instrumental, great singers, great songwriters. They both live for music, but Josh is very much his own person, a lot more subtle, as Chad was earlier describing. John is kind of a riff guy, when it comes to writing songs, and Josh is more textural for sure.
He's a creeper. Creep up on you.
He will creep on you.
Creep up on you like a fog.
Yeah, so the spirit of the Red Hot Chili Peppers is always going to be there, and it follows us wherever we go. And but these songs came from new dimensions, Flea on piano. How about that for a change?
How about that?
How about that? Josh Klinghoffer on 6-string bass. How about that for a little change on Happiness Loves Company?
Woo. That I did notice, the piano.
That you did notice. Yeah.
Not much gets by you. Well, we had a few songs that started, which is different for us, the song idea started from the piano. Josh plays the piano very well. Flea really stepped up his piano chops. He studied music at university for a year, and he didn't study piano, but that's why he applied his new knowledge about theory and chords and structure and stuff like that. And so he came in with some ideas on the piano and then applied it to our little rock band here. And but some of them do have obviously the piano is featured in it, and that's something new for us, and it's always great to have new things.
It was cool.
Yeah, man.
They wrote some good stuff on the piano. You've heard of Highway to Hell? This is Side Street to Purgatory. Okay?
All right. And you know what? I
love that.
Okay,
I love that record.
There you go.
You know what? When you released that very long album title,
When we released what?
that stupid album title that you
That was
tell
us.
Yeah,
Nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
I guarantee you,
that was Bon Scott.
on my love for Chad Bon Scott, his own personal Junior Bon Scott Jr. That was not from us. They read that to me. I was like, I asked Josh, did you know about it? He's like, I had no idea. That came from cyberspace.
Somebody put those words together and said,
Wasn't us.
"Oh, that sounds like something that like Anthony or the Chili Peppers would say."
It wasn't bad.
It sounds something. It's like in a moment of like, blah, it could be something somebody said.
In a moment of blah, that was another title.
That was the
we
title
passed
that
on.
we didn't use, but they were going to save that for the next one, maybe.
But I gotta tell you, I was a little bit disappointed when I knew the album was finally gonna be called Just I'm With You, and that's that.
Come on! Oh, because of the big build-up.
Wow, I would think you would feel some sort of relief. Like, wow, I don't have, as a journalist, I don't have to write
So
that
many
down.
less letters.
It's a lot less typing.
The carpal tunnel.
You won't
not
have
going
to
happen.
get your nails done quite
Think
so
about
often.
that. Think of the saving the money on emery boards.
Still gonna have to keep the shaving up, but not so
Yeah,
much with
maybe
the
a
nails.
pedicure. You know.
Pedigree.
Are you guys able to name it, the fake album title?
No, because it's not from us. I heard it one time from a journalist. I was like, that's not bad, but it's not us.
I mean, I wonder how you guys pick up the first single, for example.
That is a hard one. That is a hard one. We all had different ideas, pretty much. Josh thought Ethiopia was the single. Flea thought Happiness Loves Company was the single. You and I kind of both felt Monarchy of Roses was an interesting song to come with first. Like, this is our flavor now. But one of our great advisors, the Wizard of Queens, came at us with, guys, this is one of the best Chili Pepper songs I've heard ever. How about this one? We're like, really? Okay, let's go for it.
You really instigated actually making that song much better.
And I don't know if you know about this, but is there something with this hotel here? Because I've been many times doing interviews with many bands at this hotel here. I don't know if you pick it up or not, or some of the record company people think or what, but
Been here before.
a lot of times.
If I could live here, I would consider it.
Oh, horrible.
I'm loving the whole
Look at that.
everything. One day when I like win the lottery or something, I'm gonna get a little pied a terre.
Not bad, right?
I-
Especially this room.
This room is lovely.
This room is
What
great.
it?
Look.
I know.
You're up high enough.
Yeah.
Get to see the dolphin. There you go. Good work there. Nice work. Nice camera work.
I've been many times to Los Angeles, and my friends kept telling me to go to the Chateau Marmont, and I didn't have a clue what the fuck that hotel was, and I finally find it in Sunset Boulevard. It was always there. Have you ever been to that hotel? It's legendary because many. You did?
Yeah, I lived there for. I lived there, as did John Frusciante, during the making of Californication. Was it? No. By the way, during the making of By the Way, I didn't have a home of my own, so I moved into the chateau, and John lived on the other side of the chateau, and I remember one day he called me up. He's like, "Come over and sit down, and I want to play you some stuff." And he played me the guitar part for Cabron, which was the craziest thing I had ever heard.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I know what to do with that. And I just give me a minute here, and
I tried to visit, but they wouldn't let me, so I don't know.
They wouldn't let you visit?
yeah, it's gotten a bit too fancy for its own good, with the security, and it's become a real industry celebrity kind of a hangout these days. In the 70s, it was anyone could go there, same even when we were still living there, but it's kind of gotten a bit fancy for its own good. It's a beautiful building. For LA, it's very old. It's from the 20s, which not a lot of buildings are from the 20s in Los Angeles. That's where John Belushi came to an end. He died there. A lot of it's a moody, beautiful place, but I don't like it when they don't let people in because you don't have the right t-shirt on apparently.
Elitist now.
Yeah, the elitist thing can go to hell, really.
But if you would have interviewed us for our last record, you would have came there.
I mean, that's all right.
And you would have, and with this,
And you know what? You being from California, And as I've been here many times, as I told you, but I came here for a couple of days, and then maybe next year I'll be here for a couple of days. I think that recently, for the last couple of years, the city changed a little bit. I don't know if you think something about this, because it's a little grayer, I believe. Yeah, like it's or
Have you been down Chad Smith Boulevard?
what's that?
Have you been down Chad Smith Boulevard? Yeah.
What's that?
Purgatory Street.
If you take the side street to Purgatory, you will get to Chad Smith Boulevard.
It's a cross section right there. I don't.
Seems to be stuck there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't.
Grayer.
It's interesting.
Or sadder or something like
Sadder?
maybe poorer.
Well,
Poorer.
I don't venture out into the city.
He doesn't go to the
I
poor
don't
section
go.
of town.
Yeah, I'm an elitist. I simply don't go. They don't let me go. My car won't go there. No, I live by the ocean, as Anthony does here, and we've really fallen in love with it quite a bit. But just for me personally speaking, I don't really venture into the Hollywood sort of area or downtown very much. You know, I go to basketball games and stuff, but
It's all a matter of perception.
yeah.
It depends on what you stumble into, what you're looking for. It's always everything here. It's not grayer. No, there's life in LA.
While listening to the album again, I was picturing you guys through different eras, but thinking about you in videos. You've done a lot, and nowadays videos aren't what they used to be, you know. So
There's something different now, but they're making a comeback. I'm
are you being serious right now?
No,
I'm being
yeah,
serious.
Totally.
You had your heyday.
Well,
You had your heyday, your MTV heyday where they played videos. Then it started to go down. You're like, when is this gonna stop? It kind of bottomed out where videos were take it or leave it. There was really no venue for videos. And now, because of YouTube and a few other things, videos are making a comeback, and people are starting to reinvent the concept of what a video is. In the past, a video was something that you watched. Now, with technology, video is something that you can participate in, as in the Arcade Fire video for Downtown Wilderness. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, you're part of the video because it's interactive. It used to be non-interactive. Now, there's no reason why you can't be a part of the video. So, the more inventive people are with that, the more interesting it is, and videos are back, brother. They're not going to be back in the same way with the big budgets and everything, but there is room for that right now. Don't sleep on it.
And as we've been joking about my AC/DC t-shirt and about AC/DC, AC/DC is a very old school band. I mean, they work the same way they ever did. What about you? I mean, as we've been talking that things have been changing faster than they used to, even if you are a well-established band and there's a lot of things that you don't have to do anymore, would you say that you adapt a little bit?
Is it true that the AC/DC are on the Hootenanny tour this year? No.
I don't think so.
No, it's not true. I don't think so.
I don't.
Wow. Well, I don't know. They go about things the way they go about things. Obviously, we admire AC/DC and all that they've accomplished, and they are some real veterans for sure. I mean, but the way we go about things it's not always the same. I don't think we're quite as married to doing things exactly the same each time. We do have certain things that we go to, certain spaces we like to rehearse in, certain spaces we like to record in, but I think we're also evolving and changing a lot. Like every time we go to make a new record, there's something new happening in the band, whether it's Fleet playing piano or this time we had also these two really cool girls cooking food for us every day that we were doing pre-production and recording the record, which brought us to life in a new way. And we're always experimenting, trying little nuances. So yeah, we're open. We're open-minded.
I don't know if you remember anything about the last time you've been to Buenos Aires, but it was a very special time for us because we were in another economic crisis, and you were one of the first bands that actually came back to Buenos Aires to play again. And you did an enormous show in River Plate for 60,000 thousand people, and that's a lot of people. But I believe that I enjoy you guys more when you're playing to much smaller places. I don't know how you feel playing those gigantic places.
I love both. I sincerely love both. They're both totally magical. I know that we bring the same love for a show, whether we're playing for 20 people or 60,000. They're pretty much equally as exciting. You know, one is you're face to face with your audience, like you can reach out and touch your girlfriend if she happens to be at the show, and the other one, you know, you become surrounded by this circle of energy and everything in between. I don't think I've ever met a show that I didn't like. I mean, if we're prepared and we're in a good mood and everyone kind of realizes how lucky we are to be playing music, and anywhere is great. A flatbed truck. And I mean that now.
But not for long, girl. It's in the song, girl. 'Cause I've been
Nowadays bands do, like, you know, 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th anniversary re-releases, tours, playing their classic albums, and it's 20 years since you did Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Do you ever think about doing something like that?
What is the date again?
September 24th. You know, we love our past, and we're very proud of the music that we've made, and you know, I mean, I know some bands have done that, but you know, we play some of our older songs when we play our concerts. We're going to do that again when we do our new show. But you know, kind of forward thinking right now. We got a whole bunch of new stuff we want to play. You know, I don't know, some nostalgia reasons. Yeah, it's kind of cool or whatever. But for me, I'm excited about playing new music and doing new things. And to say we would never do it, I don't know. But I mean, I'm very proud of that record. I love that record. It gives me a really good feeling to like think about when we did that and that music. But you know. No, that's for me. He might have a different.
I'm very indifferent to anniversaries in general. I love the memory of making that record. A lot of songs off that record still seem very meaningful and relevant when we play them. They still have life. They've got a lot of miles on them, but they're doing all right. It makes me think of Sgt. Pepper's The Song, 20 years ago today thing.
And what about Rick? I mean, you've worked with him for the last 20 years, and would you say that the way you guys work with him, or maybe he did change?
Rick has some things in common with us. He has not lost his love for what he does, or his love and interest in music and discovering new music. He still cares just as much as he did in the 80s, if not more. That's what he does. That's his life. He lives it. He breathes it. He has evolved as a person. You know, he's always searching. He's a student, and he wants to discover new stuff constantly. So as a person, he's really changed a lot recently. He's become kind of a pillar of health and fitness, and he's into it. You know, you will see him running on the beach in the morning, and you'll see him bicycling and swimming, and you know, he's become this kind of svelte stud, if you will.
I'd like you to tell me a little bit about your experiences playing with Glenn Hughes and Chicken Foot?
Well, those are two separate ones. Glenn Hughes has been a friend of mine for, wow, how long now? I've known Glenn probably 8 or 9 years, and he's the godfather to my son Cole, and he's a sweet man. And you know, growing up in Michigan in the late 60s, early 70s, I was a big fan of English hard rock blues music, and Glenn was in a band called Deep Purple. And so I've had good fortune to play with a lot of the people that I grew up listening to. And the other ones would be like Sammy Hagar from Montrose and Michael Anthony from Van Halen, and I played with those guys. And you know, these experiences, they're great. You know, I get to record with like Andy Johns, who like recorded John Bonham and Led Zeppelin and Exile on Main Street and make great records. And I get a chance to do those things, and it's really fun. You know, it's a fun experience. It's you know, I kind of pick their brains, and it's like I say, it's a certain kind of music that I connected to when I was, you know, a younger person. And but you know, my love and my home is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, they're like a nice like mistress, and then I go back to my wife, and I got some new tricks. And, you know, try them on. See how it works.
New tricks. More like old tricks.
Thank God.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. God bless. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Okay,
See you
thanks.
down there.
longer, 'cause